Hi everybody. So I just wanted to kind of give this video, well, a shout out kind of to my mom. I was listening to Joel Osteen this morning. Thanks to Tiffany for sending the video, trusting God's timing, and he was talking about, you know, the whole situation with Moses and Pharaoh and how God had to take the people through a longer route because he knew if he would have took them through the shorter route, then, their enemies would have been even more powerful over them. I'm sorry, I'm just waking up. Powerful over them, and they would have, got them. So God had to do what he had to do for them to get through. Long story short, I thought about Prince of Egypt. And mommy, I thought about the 50 million times we watched Prince of Egypt when I was younger. Um, Thinking about that, also, it just it put me in a place of gratefulness because I will never forget the many times, no matter where we moved to, no matter how many times we moved. Every time we moved, I had a library card. And it's just crazy, thinking about things now, you kind of have to revert back to your childhood to just remember that passion you had, that determination you had to do things. And I remember, and I'm so grateful no matter what, I had that library card. It made me always want to go to the library, always want to check out 3 books. It made me compete with myself to get all 3 books read so that when I go back to the library, I can get 3 more books. And, I made a mission, I remember 4th grade, I was like, I'm going to read this whole library. And I remember reading half the library, all of one genre. I was a bookworm. And now I look back over the years, I'm like, Mika, you could have done so much better, especially in school. Not saying I did bad at all. I did great, I accomplished big things, but I know what I'm capable of. And I feel like that for everybody else. I feel like you know what you're capable of, but we all get in that position where we get lazy and we procrastinate. And me, procrastination became a big thing because I didn't have my mom and dad on me anymore once I hit middle school, high school to be like, let me check your homework. Let me make sure you did your work. It was like I do it in my time. All I knew is I had to get A's and B's. So it was just, that passion that I used to have as a child was not there anymore. I remember always trying to strive for straight A's. I mean, stuff that people do like 4.0s, all that, later in life, but it wasn't that important to me. I mean, it was, but it wasn't a big deal to me as it used to be. And now I look back at it and I'm like, wow, it's amazing. Just it's just amazing the characteristics that you portray as a child. But yeah, the reason why I thought about that was because I thought about, okay, yeah, always going to the library, always getting on the computer, always sitting in my little corner in the library, in the chair, reading the books, taking them home, using my VTech computer that you brought me. And I was just so happy to have something that looked like a computer that was my own. And I remember using the VTech to learn synonyms and antonyms and spelling. And I was excited about reaching the higher levels and crossword puzzles, learning German, French, and Spanish, the basics. Oh, I wish I had that now. Um, just my excitement for that stuff. It was cool to watch cartoons, it was cool to watch TV, but what excited me was learning. I was excited to go to school. I was excited to do the multiplication test where we had to do I think it was 90 multiplication problems in 3 minutes so that I can sit at the table in the middle of the cafeteria, and I did it on the first try. That was exciting to me. And now it's like I'm getting back to that excitement. I'm constantly buying books. I'm so excited to read. And again, I don't watch TV anymore. People talk to me about this show and that show. I don't know what's going on. And it's not even on purpose. It's not that I can afford it. I just decided I don't want cable. And I mean, it's a lot of people I'm hanging around that are like that too, and maybe that's why. But I also realized so much more that I could get done by not watching TV. It got to the point where I was watching Love and Hip Hop, or Basketball Wives and stuff like that, and I really was getting upset, watching the shows, talking back at it, yo, she's stupid, Why am I getting upset for somebody else's life? My life is good. And I mean, my life ain't perfect. It's not always great. I definitely have my moments. I have my times. Get I'm a very emotional person when it comes to things that I'm really passionate and very strong-willed about. So you know, stuff like that really gets to me. So I'm learning to not take things personally, because I'm learning with reading the four agreements, making assumptions and such. So that's one thing I'm working on, is better controlling my emotions. But you know, I remember I was just such a passionate, determined person, and I still am, but I know that it can be so much stronger. So, again, I just want to thank you, Mommy, for doing that for me. Really, like, opening my eyes to other things. And I didn't know what you were doing at the time, but it's like, I want to, hopefully, libraries are still around when I have kids, but it's like, you know, even just giving your child that knowledge, low key, like putting it in there and just like, let me plant this seed, and it's like, watch it grow. And I just think about that excitement. I think about the excitement of even when I didn't buy books, we still got movies. We rented out those little VHSs of the Christian stories, and we watched all the Christian stories over and over. I was so excited to watch those, and that's why I said when I thought about Prince of Egypt, we watched that like 10 times in one day. We just kept replaying it over and over and over, and it's so funny because now that's what we do with movies. We watch them over and over and over. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. It was a little moment that I had to myself where I was like, I'm so grateful for her. Thank you. I love you. Everybody have a great day. Kind of think about, you know, again, what you were passionate about as a child. What set you on fire to, like, you know, what made you happy? Like, what got you so excited? And kind of like go back to that again. Again, have a great day. Love you all. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.